Today I shall be doing a review on the original Swiss Army knife Victorinox Climber. So this is how it comes. It's a shelf like that, and comes with your knife obviously, and some instructions of how to use a tin opener, but I'm sure we've all used a tin opener. It has 14 functions: large blade, small blade, corkscrew, can opener with a small screwdriver on the top, bottle opener with a screwdriver, a wire stripper, a reamer, a punch, say if you wanted to punch a hole through a piece of wood. Me and my dad, we made a hole through a van actually, with it's actually that part there, through part of a van, which was interesting. A key ring, so clip it onto your tent or something. Tweezers, very useful. Toothpick, multi-purpose hook, and scissors. So let's unbox it. Sorry, it's going to be a bit slow. I've only got one hand and obviously filming. Okay, so once you took the knife and your instructions out, you just left with this box. It's too much packaging really. There's nothing in the box of any use, so just put that aside. In here we have the knife in two close pieces of plastic. Just get it undone, you just have to get your fingernail underneath it. Make sure you take it out like this, because if you did it upside down, your knife's going to fall out, but it is usually pretty tight, so you can do that safer. You just pop your knife out and pop them over there. So in the actual purchase itself, there's just a knife. I got mine from Go Outdoors in Blackburn for £25, which was quite a good deal. Then you've got your instructions. Just shows you how to use some of the different utilities, like what shows you how to oil, whereabouts to oil. That's just in the little holes there. You just put a couple of drops in oil for each of them, and it lubricates the whole knife. And here for your moving parts, and shows you where your tweezers go, how to remove the knife. Obviously not take it off, but take it out to make it useful. And then on the other side we have instructions on how to use the tin opener, but it's pretty useless because we all know how to use a tin opener. Pop it aside. And then we have the knife itself. So very good quality knife, made from very strong metal. It's stainless steel. There's no worried about getting it rusty or anything, and there's just like plastic casing with the Swiss badge on, and plastic casing on both sides. Would have been better if it was like a grip case or something, but you can just get a knife, or another way is to, well, if you got the knife, you could get the knife under there and slowly snap it off. That'll just make a mess. You could boil it. You boil them to clean them. You take all of the utilities out so they're all parted and boil them, but if you boil it just like that, then these plastic sheets come off and you could replace them with fiberglass resin or weld some other kind of metal on there. I think it's better with the fiberglass is you can put objects inside of it that mean something to you. Anyway, onto the utilities. One of the most useful utilities is obviously the knife itself. Okay, so a 2.5 inch knife, I think, so not 2.4 something, is it? So that makes it just legal to carry out on the streets. That's the whole idea of it, an all-purpose knife. Obviously not to stab anybody. And then on here it just says Officer Susie is what it looks like, but it's Swedish, and what it means is official Swiss. And then on this side it says Victorinox Swiss made stainless, which is obviously the metal, it's stainless steel. Now, when you first get these, the blades are extremely sharp. Mine's only a couple of weeks old, so it is still extremely sharp. But if you did want to resharpen yours, you could buy whetstone, go to your local weapons shop, you'll find a big brick-sized piece of it for about like £10. You just do it in that action to sharpen the knife. Okay, so there's actually two knives on here. That's the big one, and then the other one is placed next to the edge of the big one, just here. This is about an inch or so. It's mainly for a utility, not cutting things, you know, like you'd use it to cut rope or string. Where the big knife, more like wood and stuff. Not like big blocks of it, but you know, shavings to make kindling. Again, it's stainless, it's very sharp here. So if you did do that, I'm not putting any pressure on, but if you did put some pressure on, you would potentially put a big hole in your finger. The other day when I was closing it, I got this part here trapped in there, and it did put a bit cut in my hand, but it's surprisingly quickly healed. So, onto some of the more utilities. You have a set of scissors, which are in the middle. It's like a kind of spring here, and you have your scissors. There's stainless steel with your little notch in it, so you can remove it from the knife with ease. Again, they're extremely sharp, not as sharp as the knives, but they are really sharp. So easily cut through paper, cut through card with these. Could even cut through like a few pages of my book with a bit of pressure. Okay, so let's put them away. So next we have the bottle opener here. So we all know how to use a bottle opener. It's simple. You just hook this bit under your bottle and pop it open, and on the edge here is meant to be the design of a screwdriver, quite a wide screw, and on the, obviously it's stays like that and that, so you can use it like that and that. And on the can opener there is a, I mean it looks sharp, but that's almost as sharp as the knives that are on it. And again, smaller screwdriver head here. Gotta be careful with that because you have this sword-like edge and quite a sharp point here. So again, just be careful with that. This one doesn't kind of click into position there, it just goes in. Okay, so onto the removable utilities. Here you have a white plastic toothpick. It's about 2 inches, very bendy, and there it just clips into place inside the plastic covers. But if you were going to take the plastic cover off this bit, which I wouldn't advise, it's a lot of hassle, you wouldn't be able, unless you had a square drill, you wouldn't be able to replace these unless you sellotape them to the outside, but that wouldn't be very useful. And then on the other side you have pretty small tweezers. Here they've got on the inside the small sandpapery type metal grip. Again, they just, if you want to take that off, you won't be able to use them. Just click into place onto this side of the knife. And here we have a corkscrew, again, opening bottles of wine. It's the main purpose of a corkscrew. And then we have two other utilities here. Quite hard to get out, but if you did want to get the hook out, it's easier if you get the corkscrew out first, because that's like a bump. You just get your nail in the notch and then pull it out. When you first buy the knife, there is quite a bit of lubricant and grease on the edges here. It's okay, you can just leave that on. And this is a needle. Okay, and it's quite strange. I don't know what the purpose of this is, but here is a curved edge which is very, very sharp. It could be used for a small pipe cleaning device, so like scrape it out. And this, oops, try not to get the keyring stuck in well, so just blunt it. And the last utility on the knife is, that I'm showing, is the hardest to get out. What I advise doing is getting a 20p or something and just getting it under it. Make sure you go on it from the front, it's easier, and it just pops out. And then you have a smaller hook. This could be useful for tying various knots, and that's all. So rate and subscribe, thanks, see you later.